gay guy is joining us.
Uh-uh. I thought you said you were busy.
Just
Couple
small
times.
play.
He's,
Just small play. Why I play? You
he's
need don't
trying to
call me
prove that he's
names.
not gay.
You need don't call me names. Small play. No, Allah. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. I thought you were drinking chocolate. Do you have?
Yeah, we don't do chocolate here,
Oh,
man. It's
wow.
butter.
Is it me or is my skin popping?
Ah, please.
No. I'm serious now. Is it just me? Like, are you guys not seeing like
Yeah,
a
it's actually
glow?
glowing,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Yeah.
You're
I
looking
think
very
so.
fresh.
The Vaseline that you've been using is doing wonders.
Like,
Because
What's going on?
wait, actually, Loki is looking fresher than two of us. So. You two of us look kind of dull.
it's like
I don't
Thailand
understand.
was good on my
Bro,
skin.
if you are dull, don't put it on me. That's you.
I'm
I'm forever sharp.
being, I'm being honest now.
Nah, I'm sharp, man. Don't project your insecurities on me. I'm
Man,
different.
Praise,
you,
I'll tell you my secret. Take
I don't want to know your
walks.
secret. I don't
Take
need
walks.
it.
You need
I
it.
don't need
Your skin needs to be uplifted. Take
it.
evening walks after work. Leave your phone, turn everything off, airplane mode, just walk and then drink tea. See?
Okay,
I've stopped
Yes.
coffee. Oh.
How long?
that's a lie. You can
2 days now.
how ini
Hey,
not stop.
And the
you're
results are
shouting.
amazing.
2 days, you're shouting.
Yes, I'm shouting because I never knew.
You're
God,
not
What sort of
going
coffee
through
I've
were you?
stopped
withdrawal.
What sort of
being tired.
coffee? What sort of coffee were you taking?
Does cappuccino?
What like flat white cap or?
Just regular cappuccino with milk, no
Mm,
sugar. But I've
Come on.
stopped being tired.
That's interesting that you
Hmm.
stopped coffee and you've not gone through withdrawal yet.
Maybe it's later, but like the difference was just very instant. So I'm just like, I like
ini
the
was
way I
really big.
feel, and I don't think I'll go back to coffee anymore.
I don't think so.
Let's
Who
see how
advised you
long
to
you
stop?
last.
What happened? What happened that you decided to stop coffee?
Uh, on Monday, I had one cup of coffee, and then I had lunch, and I was feeling very tired. Then I drove to the airport, and then on the way to the airport, I was feeling sleepy. I had to drink another coffee at the airport. Then when I drove back home, when I got to the house, I just felt very tired. Even when I spoke to you on the phone, I couldn't
Mm,
remember what we talked about. That's why I called you the next day. So,
mm,
so when I went to work on Tuesday, I just said to my colleague, maybe I wouldn't drink coffee today and see how I feel throughout the day. I didn't drink
mm,
coffee. I just took, what do you call it, matcha, that green thing. I
yeah.
just drank that one.
You
And
joined
then
them.
surprisingly, I finished work, came back home, went to the gym, finished from the gym, came back. I did everything out there to do. And I was like, where's all this energy coming from? Then today, no, yesterday, right? That was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, same thing, no coffee. And then I
Mm,
did everything. When I go to the gym, that's like the end of the day for me. Then I'm tired.
mm,
Nothing. I came back home and did everything like a regular person would. And then the sleep is also better. I
mm.
sleep like a normal person now. Yeah. So maybe it's just not good for me. I don't know. But I'm not saying I will never drink coffee again. I just wouldn't go into that everyday habit of, in the morning you drink. No, I'm not doing
I,
it anymore. I'm
yeah,
done.
I think for me,
Yeah.
I drink chai latte. It doesn't count like coffee
That's not
because it
What do
doesn't
you
coffee.
have
mean?
caffeine.
How is
Chai,
that not coffee?
It's not coffee
chai
now.
latte is it's fancy.
Latte. Latte is
It doesn't
latte. It's
chai
just chai
Ah.
on
latte.
top of latte.
Oh,
Does it have caffeine? That's the thing.
Yes.
okay, no
It's
caffeine.
chai latte.
So maybe I'll
I
drink
think
It's like
I think it's
decaffeinated
electrical.
fancy
coffee.
because
It's a
I mean
chai,
people
yeah?
that regular heavy coffee drinkers doesn't really regard chai latte as coffee. They say it's
There's
like
no
one of those
caffeine, there's no coffee.
fancy.
It's not coffee.
It's just like mocha. You know, will you say mocha is coffee?
Mocha is chocolate, no, it's actually not coffee.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it's chocolate.
it's
It
very
has nothing to do with
fancy.
coffee. It's just
Yeah.
chocolate.
So I like people that drink coffee. Those are the long blacks, the flat whites, the black, all those
That's
plenty,
what they call
plenty.
me at my office.
Mm.
In my office rather.
Long black.
Long black.
Long black. Mm.
Honestly, I think your office, you guys have issues there. The way you guys behave, I don't think you guys can work in my office. I swear.
I
The,
like it though.
the,
Yeah.
the, like real opposite.
Mm.
Oh yes, sir.
My office
Wow.
is very what do you call it? Inclusive. Let me use that word.
Mm,
Yeah, inclusive. It's everywhere in the office.
it's
Mm,
woke.
Yes,
mm.
yes. So they don't mess with any. They try
Like
to make sure everyone is taken care
they
of.
try they step on your nerves without stepping on your nerves,
They
So
don't
they
even
try to
step on your
balance it.
nerves. Funny. I think it again. I think the
Oh
CEO
my
of
God, I
Matthew's
beg, make
company,
I greet my guy,
who is
Grand
that?
Prince Ita,
Ah, ah,
Grand Prince Ita,
Mwamaka.
correct guy. What's going on? Sure
Who
boy.
is Grand Prix?
Nice to have you around, man.
Ami.
Akwa Ibom Prince. Akwa Ibom Prince. If you are
Akwa
from
Ibom
Akwa Ibom,
Prince.
you don't know Grand Prince, you are sleeping. Sure boy. Thanks for
And then
joining, brother.
I
Mm,
said I was going to use these earphones at the airport just to travel,
mm,
and now I'm using them throughout.
mm.
I've gotten used to
What
them, and I
happened?
like them.
What happened to your ear
The
plugs?
case just stopped charging the thing. So
But you
yeah,
see,
I was going to get another one.
but you still have that. Okay, yeah, you should.
Yeah, I still have the case.
Don't get it from Temu. Now your
But guy said,
Are you guys ready to get into it? We have plenty gist, plenty to cover today.
let's go
So
on.
the topic, right? I want it to be Thai food versus Nigerian food. However, you can post that in manner, just pin it Thai food versus Niger food. However, we will talk all the gist before we get to that point.
Mm,
So for those that don't know, for the uninitiated, for those that are not Dapper diehard fans, your boys were in Thailand. We took over Thailand. Their daddy. Kanye West and Jay-Z need to remix. They need to remix that song
Neegahs
because
In.
Thai baby, Thai
niggas were
baby.
in Phuket. Habibi, leave Dubai and go to Phuket. Stamp over.
Oh
So
my.
Oh my God.
I feel like we all had a beautiful experience, but it will be good for us to touch on it. And then once we're talking, we'll start to figure out different things. So we'll start from the airport trip, and then we'll now talk about when we landed in Thailand, what it's like to be a black boy, a Niger boy in Thailand, and recommendations for those who haven't been, or those who did
Mm.
not go the right way. So us, me and Emmanuel, I'll kick it off. Me and Emmanuel, people on dreadlocks, we have common sense. We flew Singapore Airlines, better airline, Wi-Fi, food, ice cream, everything soft. Our guy there with the durag, he thought he was being smart. He went to go and fly whatever it's called,
Mhm.
and
Jester.
then Jetstar.
Mhm.
Some of them were
Mhm.
standing on the plane. They don't even have seats.
That one touch me.
After flying business class to London, he did not learn his lesson. He now said, "Oh,
Oh
you know what? Let me be smart with my money and save money." So, praise. Why don't you touch on your trip to Thailand?
Mm,
Then we'll now
mm,
go to Emmanuel on his first experiences or
mm.
experience in Thailand.
Yeah, I think my trip was it's an emotional one because I made a mistake. You guys knew. I booked Singapore airline against the 20th of March, and I was supposed to book for the 20th of February, so I mixed it up. So it was all me, and that was a fantastic airline that I booked, good seat, good everything. And because I was running out of, I don't know, finances, I would say. And then
Okay, broke nigga.
you guys came through for me, and I went on the cheaper the cheaper option. I thought not because I was being smart. I was just being financially smart, you know. I flew on, I think that's why they call it the budget air, and we had to buy food.
Like you're literally paying for movies
Oh,
to watch. Now that one I'm thinking, like, how the
chill.
fuck would you be renting film?
Buy food. You need to pay for freaking movies. The only thing that was free was water. If it wasn't by the grace of God, they probably would
Water
have
and
charged
air.
us. No, if it wasn't for the grace of God, they probably would have charged us to use the toilet. And probably charge us to charge our phones. But then again, I saw a lot of people just got on the air and then they just slip off. I think that's just the game. If you're flying like those kind of budget airlines, you need to eat well, drink all your water, drink all your juice, get on the plane, and then just switch off, just sleep. That was what I did when I came back. because we had a very long day, and then I was so tired. I got on the plane, and boom, I slept off. And I think I woke up like twice. I woke up to use the restroom, and then the other time that I woke up was a baby that was sitting in front of me, just crying the entire flight. It was crazy. School holiday, flying with kids on the plane, it's a nightmare. I don't recommend you flying on school holiday. It was crazy. This baby was crying and crying and crying and crying. People were just turning. I felt bad for the parents, but the kid is just a kid. But then
That's
again,
crying.
touchdown, Phuket, fantastic time. I did not really feel like an African, compared to when I flew to Manila, Philippines. That's a just for another day. Probably
Our
because I
guy is
was like,
international.
What took you
I've,
to Philippines?
bro, I've been around. I've been around. I went for a conference. That was 2017. But that's a gist for another day. When I flew to Philippines 2017, I flew with my Nigerian passport. But when I flew to Thailand this time around, I flew with Australian passport. But it wouldn't have mattered if I had flown to Thailand with a Nigerian passport. They probably would have treated me the same way. So it was good. Went to immigration, welcome, boom, stamp my passport, and that was it. Easy, you know. Um, Adam was gracious enough to organize his friend to pick me up from the airport. So I was just feeling like a celebrity. My name was just written on the cardboard. They were just standing there waiting for
I
me.
swear that's the best feeling. Like you come out and then you see your
Right.
name.
I'm just walking out,
I think the
my
best
guy
feeling
is
is that
just
the
standing there with
airport
my
looks like
name.
a bus stop.
Bro, the way
Yes.
they spelled my name, now only me not saying a praise with that.
How they
Like
spell
I'm
it?
just
See, even
Prasie.
traffic.
I just said that's me. The guy just told me welcome. He tried to have a conversation, decent English,
You already
and
have one
just
vote for Thai food, though.
bruh.
I'm keeping
No, we're gonna come for
scores.
we're
I'm
gonna come for
coming.
that one. We're gonna come for that one. So I just but what really touched me when I came out of the airplane, straight out of the airport, the humidity that Thailand is hot. Straight hot, humid weather. Straight to my face. I'm like, whoop, this is Lagos.
Yes. Yes. That's what I was waiting for.
This is
Honestly,
Lagos,
that's literally what
But
I
it
was
was
waiting for.
really, really, the airport was not, as in, it wasn't rowdy at all. It was very
I
organized,
think
super organized.
to build on what you're saying, right? It was rowdy, but it was not
Chaotic.
uncomfortably rowdy. Like in
Mm,
Lagos now, there's many things happening. So if you are
mm,
not from Lagos, you'll be scared. You're like, what the fuck is
mm,
going on?
mm.
There, they are rowdy, but in their corner. Nobody's touching you and pulling you.
Nobody's
They're
touching.
like,
That was that
yes,
was that was
I
that
think
was
it's
actually
rowdy,
that
but
was
you feel
actually good.
safe.
yes,
You
No,
feel
it's
safe.
it's
Like
no, it's
it's
rowdy and it's organized. You're getting off
organized
the plane.
chaos.
Yeah, you're getting off the plane and then you are going straight to the baggage area and you know where you're going. Literally. So people
dude,
that
that
flew from
airport looks like
Australia,
bus stop,
you're
like
just like
ABC Park.
no, 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 like because if you go to a typical third world country, where you're getting your bags, people that flew from Singapore, US, everybody just gathering one place waiting for their
That's a
bags.
good question. Is Thailand a third world country?
It's super
Whoever
third
came up
world
with that,
country.
whoever came up with that rating, I think they need to go back and revisit those metrics because what makes something a third world country? Which is a valid question, but what in your opinion makes something third world and first world?
I don't even know anymore.
I personally think Thailand is first world. Personally,
Also, yeah,
I think
because
I think
what you consider first world is public transports like good transportation, healthcare, and then security.
yeah,
That's what, in my opinion, is very important.
yeah.
And for me, I prefer bikes, Okada, to buses. So anywhere
No,
that there's bikes, you people will say it's unsafe. No, but I love going on bikes. Like when I can climb Okada, which is why I enjoy the north. But let's shift gears a bit. Emmanuel, what was your experience in Thailand as you landed? Because I know that we did not even rest. Like straight from the airport,
I
we're just back to
don't even
back to back.
I don't even finish my gifs. But anyway, I will just give Emmanuel the floor.
Wait, I'll just give a very short summary and then you can come back. I think my I won't go into details, but I think my experience in Thailand reminded me a lot about
Port
Nigeria, and then
Harcourt.
Port Harcourt to be more specific. Even though I haven't lived in Port Harcourt for very long, it just gave me Port Harcourt vibes. The bikes, the roads, the bridges, everything just kind of looked like I was in Port Harcourt when I landed. Then infrastructure wise, like Matthew said, right? Thailand is like has everything you need. So that's why Western people actually can migrate there and then even live there and raise their families there. First day, I think it was like non-stop. We just literally dropped our bags in the hotel and then boom, we hit the streets and we went and experienced almost everything you could possibly experience in Thailand in one day. So it kind of felt like we were there for 2 weeks, even if it's just one day we spent there. If and in Phuket, I think for me, I think the biggest thing that happened, the biggest shocker, was that we went out in the morning and we went shopping, and then after shopping, we now decided to go and get some, stuff to smoke. Anyway, let me not go into details of that. And then we chilled there for a while, and then when so everything looked very, very calm in the beginning. Everything was like very, very calm. Everywhere was chill. We went to the restaurant. We had dinner on the beach. We're looking at the view, and then all of a sudden we saw like a million people popping out of literally nowhere. So when Matthew said we should like let's go back, and then we turned and I saw the crowd coming. I was like, where are these people coming from? So apparently it was all the tourists now that were popping out and coming out. And then the whole street became a red light district, like in less than, like literally in less than 1 hour,
So was
everything
this
changed.
Patong?
Yeah, like everything just changed so freaking fast. So, and I kind of think that's the difference between Thailand and Nigeria. It's like, how can we get to that point where we have places like that, and those people are not judged? Nobody would go there and set up a bomb and then kill everybody because of some, religious reason. And in that place, I noticed something that kids were there. Like people had their kids looking at strippers. And for some reason, it wasn't bad. I didn't feel like the kids should not be there.
It
So,
didn't feel wrong.
yeah, it didn't feel wrong. So I'm now very confused. Like, are we living in some kind of weird bubble and then maybe Thai people know something that we don't know about? Because even with the legalization of weed in Thailand, you think that all hell would break loose if you legalize weed in a society. But I didn't see one accident in Thailand. Nobody killed anyone. Nobody's doing anything crazy because they smoked. They have access to weed. So I think for me, the experience was more like a very big eye opener that most of the things that we actually try to put constraints around, maybe if you just let loose, everybody will still be fine in the end. But the best part of Thailand, I would say, is the food, which we'll get to. But I think, yeah, let me not go into that for now. I'll just, I'll keep quiet.
Mm.
Matthew, over to you.
So that's
Matthew. Just to build
why
on what
why every
Ini.
day my name they change.
Okay, sorry, Big Daddy. Just to
Correct.
build on what Ini said. You
You call me
know
Big
what I
Daddy.
mean? Like, it is important to say that even when we had so much people, like chaotic place, like Patong, for example, Patong can be described as Balogun marketplace. A lot of buy and sell. People are there. I did not see no one shouting, pickpocketing. I did not see no police building block. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people.
That's true. Did you notice
Even
Yeah,
when we're
police?
driving. I did not even when
Yeah.
we're driving
only the
from our
checkpoints.
hotel.
Yes.
They only had one checkpoint. You know
Yeah,
what? Everybody were organized. You wouldn't see talks. You wouldn't like bad boys. Like it was just so organized. Everybody had respect for people. Anyone stepped on if anybody tried to step on your feet, the next thing that you're hearing is sorry. You know what I mean? Like even when people that don't speak English, they try to tell you sorry. They try to be nice. People were just being unnecessarily very, very nice. And I think it was a good treat for me. Right. So I was just building on what Ini said. I
Okay.
think we can just go straight to the topic at hand. Talk
Oh
about
no,
the
no,
food.
we'll come to the food. Like you see, what makes food food is everything around it. If somebody cooks food with love, you can taste the love in the food. So I kind of want us to talk about the Thai people before we get to their food. So all these things we're touching on, it still comes down to the people. You will notice that the people are very welcoming. They are happy that you are in their environment. They want you to be there. And that's how they interact with you. And they are very appreciative of you, the foreigner, being there. Now, another thing I noticed that gave me joy was we're lucky that in Nigeria we speak English. A lot of people don't understand that being able to speak English puts you on a certain level in the international market. Like you see Russians struggling to communicate with Thai people. The Russian is speaking broken English. The Thai person is speaking broken English. It's almost like them needing English translator
I tell you.
for the same English that they are speaking.
Even
But
French people, I
contracts,
thought the
but
same
contracts,
thing.
but contracts are getting signed. You
I
know what I
swear,
mean? Like things are being done.
which is it just I don't know. It just made me feel lucky that I was born in Nigeria and I can
Oh
speak
God.
English because I was there speaking slow English. Anyways,
That is when you
past the English.
realize the importance of English language. You know what I mean? Like English is such a universal language where even when a country does not approve English as a language, right? The people in business will have to learn how to speak English just because they know that English is a tool. I'll tell you a story, right? So the guy that carried me, he did not speak no English, but he had a phone that he could type and then he would show me. I would get the phone, I would type, and then that was how we were communicating. Like there was no yearly, like it was smooth. Like it started from how are you? And then I say, fine, your trip is this. I say, okay, no worries, let's go. Easy. Easy on a bike, easy. So I just like the
On a
fact that
motorbike.
definitely I just like the fact that they are very business savage. They just want to do it. And English language, whatever language, does not bother them at all. They keep going, they keep pressing. Very business
I like
minded people.
I like the fact that what was I even going to say? I lost my train of thought there for a sec.
Yeah, you were talking about the people.
The people. So when I'm interacting with non-English speakers, I actually like that interaction. It gives me joy because you don't have to use many words. You're just going straight to the verb. Me, hungry. They know what you're saying. Not, I am hungry. Where can I eat? It's like
You've
ambulance. They're
you've
like,
broken the brain.
it's
You've
just
jaga
straight
jaga the
to the
brain.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that jaga jaga English.
I tell you,
Yeah.
just like Mr. Tick. Omelette, omelette, yes, omelette.
You realize how many useless words we use to communicate. Where you can just be like, hey, I like. And then you say, anyways. So the people. Now I was just looking at them, looking at how they interact, and in my head I was always comparing it to Lagos because it's almost the same environment, right? The weather, the nature bodies or whatever they call them, like the water bodies, even the infrastructure,
Everything.
everything is
There's
just
traffic.
it's just the people, I will say, is the
Yeah.
difference. So the people there are a bit different. And I don't know if this is just my thought process, right? I don't know if in Lagos it's ambition that makes, or Nigeria it's ambition that makes people less nice. So you see the guy
Greed.
there, they're not trying greed. Greed, yes.
Nigerians are
A
greedy.
Thai person is not trying to cheat you. Like
I
literally,
detest you. Like
they're
literally.
not trying to
Like
I
cheat you. They're
think
not afraid.
do you know how crazy I think it is? I think subconsciously every Thai person knows that if they do something wrong to a foreigner, it affects them. I think they're very much aware that of the impact it would have on tourism in their country. To the point
Yes.
that
Bro, like okay,
collectively they've
let me
agreed
gist
to
you.
be the nicest people you could ever come across.
It's like they've had a
Yeah.
council meeting.
Adam,
Which we know they did not have.
Adam, I don't know if it was Ibanga or Ike. He took a bike. He gave the guy 200 baht. The guy said that was too much. He begged him.
Yeah.
Literally begged the guy. The guy said no. Make it give him 100.
Yeah.
So you don't feel call it 200.
That
I
happened
don't
to
know
me.
who was that.
It was me.
Oh
I was trying to tip the guy,
Yeah.
so I gave him 200 bahts, and he was like, no, 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 that's too. I was like, yes, no, the way he reacted, I thought, oh, 200 was too small. So I was like, have I insulted you? And then he was like, no, 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 this is too much. He gave me 100 back. I was like, no. He's like, no, 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 take too much. It's too much. It's too much. I can't take it. And I was like,
Crazy.
The
you would
honesty.
never experience that in Nigeria,
The
where you give
honesty.
somebody money, they'll give you back.
How?
Man. And
How?
guess what? We are the most religious people.
I
You know
don't
what I
want to
mean?
go into religion. No,
Oh,
religion would derail this
you know what I
conversation.
mean? No,
We
no,
can
it's
leave
crazy. No,
religion
it's
out
crazy
of it.
because we are too religious, but then we are too dishonest. But these guys, they don't even. I don't even know what religion it is because everybody's just anything. But they
Again,
are
the, the, the,
super.
the, the,
They are just super
it's
honest,
a
super
society
transparent.
where everybody is free. There's no constraints. So everybody's being true to themselves. Christians will be there. Everybody's just doing their thing. Nobody's trying to convince anybody that I'm doing the right thing, join me. That's why it's like that.
Do you
And
notice that
and did you?
a,
Okay, Adam, I wanted to say.
a
Go
weird
ahead,
a
sir.
weird observation? Did you guys notice that they don't smell? Even
Yes,
in all that heat, they
it's the
don't smell.
food. The
Is
food.
it?
Yeah,
I
it's the
don't
food.
know.
It's the
I
food.
don't know. I just
So I'll
okay. It
explain to
could
you why
be.
now. The food, if you eat processed foods and you eat shitty food all the time, how it digests in your body will determine the kind of odor and how your poop will smell and all that stuff. What we're eating in Thailand,
No.
everything
Why? Well,
you eat,
I'll give you.
every yeah,
We're climbing bikes.
hmm
So if you go and climb bike in Kaduna or Zaria,
the
the
bike man
Okada
will
guy, yes, his mouth will be smelling his armpit. So you would not be moving your nose everywhere but behind him. It's very uncomfortable. Like I've even been one, I swear, I was feeling something in my eye. So I was like, this road is dusty. I didn't realize that this nigga was picking his nose.
yeah.
He was picking his nose. I swear. But anyways, I was now like, the bikes there, like the guys, no smell. Even when you go for massages, obviously they are up and close to you. So
Mm.
there is no like actual smell.
And you can't
Adam,
perceive perfume
Adam,
either.
Adam, 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 you dey travel the world, they smell people. You get wahala.
This guy
I
is
swear,
sniffing people.
I had
I
my
see.
journal.
I did
Like,
not
But
even think
actually,
of
he's
that. Like
very
it
correct
wasn't.
now.
I did not
Thinking of
even
it,
subconsciously or intentionally. I did not
no
even
one
think
was
of.
smelling.
yes.
Now that you are
Actually,
talking, and I'm say, okay, true. I did not perceive no awful or
I
any kind of smell.
I really
Mm.
wanted to like that's why I took my notepad, right? I really wanted to see what was making or what makes Thailand Thailand. So somehow we can take it back to Nigeria. Obviously you learn from people that have done stuff before and then figure out, yes, I know it's a long thing, but as small it is that it started with somebody, it started with a group of people. And obviously every time it comes back to the government, but this one is more than just government because we're interacting with individuals, right?
Mm.
Business owners, people that were providing services to you, people that are selling products. And it
Mm.
was just it was smooth. Nobody they
Mm.
vex, nobody they shout for you. Sometimes we're even rude, which brings us to another thing I wanted to talk about. Now, Praise, I'm going to call you out, right? You be my guy. We have to call you out. There was just that Emmanuel was giving us as the group. And he was
Mm.
saying that you were asking, you know how some people will say, oh, Oyibo people, they are ignorant. You are not behaving like all those ignorant white people. This is me and us being judgmental. You are not telling me, oh, your English is good. Where did you learn English? And those are the things that white people do when they travel. And then people will be like, oh, this person is condescending. And then you are now tipping, giving them mumu tip. Tip that could not buy coffee. Like if you want to tip somebody, tip them with your chest. Which one is take this small change? You need it. And they're like, no.
Was that when we went to the market?
hmm
Oh, Adam,
Mm,
I had a frustrating time in the market because broken English, right? Trying to
mm,
buy and sell. And then I had it very confusing because I wanted to buy something and then she's bringing this one. I'm trying to, so we're just going back and forth with the whole, I want to give you 50, I want to give you 100. And then there's this little girl that came and then just, she was just speaking like I was in Australia. So I'm like, wait a minute. Who you be? Then she now said
Voila.
she said she was in some country they had a war. She came here with her parents and blah blah blah. And I'm like, do you speak English in your country? And then she said no. I'm like, your English is good. Like I'm complimenting her. So I'm not trying to. I wasn't talking to her condescendingly and all of that. And when we finished, I now tipped her. I think it was 100. In a company, it was 100. It was 100
What is
baht.
How much is
100?
I did
100
not.
baht?
That's
That's not even
one
enough for
coffee.
coffee.
You
You can't buy
it doesn't matter.
coffee, right?
No, I wasn't at that point trying to balance it up with dollar. 100 bahts to
That,
them is big money. If I go
no,
to
it's not.
with you, if I go,
You cannot buy
if
coffee
I
in
go,
Thailand. That's what I'm saying.
what do you mean? With
Coffee is 150 for God's
it
sake.
doesn't matter. It's a currency. If I go to Nigeria now, do you think I can buy a cup like takeaway coffee, like a mug of coffee in Nigeria, for example? Do you think I'm gonna buy it 5,000?
That's the price.
Okay, but
Okay.
that's actually a
So do you
That's
think I can
actually
buy
the price
5,000? 5,000.
of coffee
Okay,
now.
okay,
how
wait.
much
So
should people be tipping? What percentage?
Adam, I'm coming. So I go to Nigeria and I'm tipping someone 3,000 naira or 4,000 naira. Are you gonna tell me that my tipping, it's like I wasn't supposed to tip the person 4,000? I'm supposed to tip the person how much? Tipping
Tip them
doesn't have
enough to
no
buy coffee.
tipping doesn't have a. We are not in the
I
US.
I kind of think that sometimes maybe you should not
Tipping
tip.
doesn't have a value on it. You
I
can tip
think
whatever you. It's
I
just how
think
your
if you
your
want to tip well. If you cannot
Yes.
tip well, keep your tip. That is
Or
my own personal
the
rule.
other method is if you bought something in the shop and your change is that $100, then just leave it there.
Leave the
Oh
change.
no, keep
That's
the
the
in
change.
difference.
Yes.
you bought boxer, right? You bought boxer and you
I
paid
bought
for it.
gym wear.
It was
Yeah.
gym wear. Okay, you bought gym wear,
hmm
and then did you tip? You did not tip.
They
And now
took
I'm tipping,
extra
and
50 bucks on
I'm
it.
now
No,
I'm
but they
now the
took
bad guy.
exactly they took extra money on it now, and I was like 700. She said no 750. I said no 700, and I was like, okay,
No,
fine, just keep it.
that's the charges. That's charges now because you paid with your
No,
card?
no, 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 no.
Was it?
I'm just giving you an example, right? Like if you buy something and then you can just leave the change with them. It's more dignified than me having a conversation with you and then out of nowhere giving you money. That's what happened.
I just no, I'm just appreciating. I just appreciate the little girl. You came from a war-torn country. You're doing well for yourself. Your English is so clean. I'm telling her about Australia. I said, have you tried to
But
apply tear on her
clearly,
face?
clearly, you're not impressed enough. If you're impressed enough, you tip bigger money.
Because that was
That's
how much
that's what
that was
I
the
said.
much I had in my wallet. That was my last money. And at this point,
Why did Adam bring this
no,
up?
no, no. Chill, I don't know. At this point, I am like that widow in the Bible that gave her mite. That was my
Man,
widow's
fuck
mite.
you, man.
So you cannot even tell me nothing.
Okay, your widow's fine. Don't be lying.
Widow's mite.
All right.
Mm.
I'm just conscious of time, right? I want to quickly talk about our experiences because honestly, this kind of conversation, it is sweet die. I know 1 hour will not be enough, and we'll still get to Thai food versus Nigeria food. We'll probably end with it. Me, I want to talk about the clubbing experience, and then we can talk about everybody's own favorite experience. Or why don't we do it this way? Emmanuel, you go with your favorite experience, then I'll talk about my favorite experience, and then Chris will talk about
There's
his
not
own.
even much to say about my favorite experience. Straight up, the clubbing experience was like the best thing ever. And when I say the best thing, I mean like at least I'll say Nigerians we have very good clubs, right? Like our clubs are good. Like it's if you bring somebody from Australia to Nigeria, take them clubbing, they would enjoy it. They'll have a very good time, and they'll
Are
be
you
like,
sure?
"Wow, yes,
Okay.
yes." What are you talking about?
I will dispute that, but
Why?
continue.
Why would you dispute it?
Nigerian club. When last did you go to club in Nigeria? In Nigeria
2019.
club, you cannot enjoy it if you don't have a table. You will not enjoy it if you don't have a
Yes.
table.
Mhm,
However,
mhm.
continue your story. I don't want
Okay,
to
so now why I
interrupt.
said if you take somebody from Nigeria to us, from Australia to Nigeria is because if you think of it, how much is it to get a table in a Nigerian club? How much is it going to cost you? Okay,
Are you
it's not going.
asking?
Yeah, I'm asking how much does it cost you to have a table?
It
If
probably
you
would
if
depend on what
you
club.
spend
It
less
probably
than
would depend on what
1.5,
club.
if you
Okay, so
spend
how
less
much
than
is how
1.5,
much is
that's
1.5?
Adam,
1,500.
Adam, why will you even plan on going to a club and then you're not getting a table? You need to get a table. That as
So
in
if you're
for the
going,
level that you are, or for the
so
level that you are, I just don't want to be.
No, no,
But
no.
you need to get a
Obviously,
table.
as a representative of DAPA, you need to get table. But let's just say you are not part of the DAPA clan. You get.
You have to struggle.
so if even I still think that even not getting a table and just being in the club is enough for most Australians. Again, because the clubs here, table or no table, right? It's same experience everywhere. And then here, even getting a table is like the worst experience here in Australia.
Don't even compare Australian club or nightlife
Exactly.
to anywhere else. It's just dead on arrival. Don't even. It's just don't worry yourself.
So for me, I think it was the club experience, and thank God, I'm very very happy that we had
Shine.
people who live there to act.
Mm.
So at least they were the ones that gave us the OT to, how to go to the club and then what to do in the club. So I think that was like the best part. And then the way they set up the club and how they have the hype guy, with his microphone doing all that stuff, girls dancing, and then all like everything was so set up in such a way that it was actually like this kind of hangover kind of movie setting. It felt exactly like that. And it was like the club makes you want to drink, want to get high,
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
just go crazy.
It makes you want to do crazy shit.
And then what was in that thing that girl brought?
Those
The
syringes.
syringe. What's
So
that thing?
it's juice, but it has alcohol.
Mix
You can't
with
taste the
something.
alcohol in the juice.
God.
That shit gets you fucked up.
Mhm.
That shit, and it glows. So you know you're there, you're squeezing the syringe. You don't know that you're
I
getting high
swear.
as fuck.
Probably
Fuck,
even
man.
more. Probably even more alcoholic percentage than even the vodka itself.
And I
Tastes good,
think
but very
part of why
dangerous.
the clubs are very interesting is because everyone there is like tourists. And then if you're not a tourist, you're most likely Thai. So everyone is just friendly with everyone.
I want to add
I didn't
something
even see
to
much Thai
that
people
club
there. I didn't even
experience.
There
see
were
much Thai
a
people
lot,
there. A
heaps
lot of
of
people
them,
that were there.
heaps. And you're not going
Yeah.
to get robbed in the club. Like, come on. It's not a
No, no.
good thing.
But to double click on the club experience, because
Yeah.
I've been to clubs in different places.
Hmm.
Whoever is running that club knows how to run clubs. They've run clubs before. That's not their first club.
Yes.
So there's a way that clubs are run that everybody feels like they're having a good time. And because Thailand is a melting pot, different people are coming from everywhere. You kind of have to cater to a wide variety of people.
How the
They
DJs
have
are doing that shit?
they have Afrobeat nights, but we did not go there on the Afrobeat night. We went there on Friday, which was hip hop. But the DJ saw us in our corner. He's like, these boys are short boys. He activated us. So when he was playing Afrobeat, everybody else was paying attention to us. Like literally, we were ballers. Now, not because we're spending money or anything, just because we were happy. And we were showing that
Adam,
this is our music. We're
Adam, I really
representing.
think, you know what I'm thinking? I really think a lot of people thought that we are Americans because
Yeah.
I think we are so flamboyant in a way, but then we're so cool-headed, calm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would think that these guys are Black Americans because we're super different from everybody else, but we were just high flyers. That's what I thought. Because I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
mm.
I want to give
And then
credit to.
everybody just looking at you. Sorry, you wanted to say something.
No, no, continue. I'm listening to what you're saying.
And then you, for example, now, like you walking, with no clothes on, nice body, super confident. I'm telling people, if anybody that came to ask me who is that guy, I'm like, he's an NBA player. You know what
Come on.
I mean? And then look at that, bro. If you see people, do you know how many TikTok videos, how many live? People are doing live and then they just stun, they snap. People are snapping you without you knowing. In their own head, that's an American NBA star player.
Something
Honestly.
interesting. Something interesting that
If you
happened,
had
right?
had Adamba, if you had had a bouncer with you, do you
Oh,
know how many
case
contracts
closed.
you would have signed? It would have been crazy. It would have because literally that was the lifestyle you were given. No cap,
Oh,
no cap.
oh. I swear, like in the first few days, people will be like, "Oh, are you a basketball player?" And then I'll be like, "No." Then you see disappointment, and I was like, "You know what? I have to be a basketball player for these people." So it was not me.
Definitely.
I was
Oh
Mm.
my
like, "Where do you play?"
God.
I'm like, "Sydney
But, but
Kings."
but but Adam, to be honest, are you not a basketball player? You just don't play in a league, but
I
you
just
are a
don't get
basketball player.
paid.
That's the thing. You know
I
what I mean?
play,
Like
I don't get paid. There's a
He plays
difference.
Adam,
basketball with
I think
Bobby.
there was a place that you went to. I don't know if it was when we came back from the island or when we finished with the tellers. People just came and took photos with you. Remember?
Even the first day
Yeah.
when we landed, now
Mm.
when we bought street food, remember?
Yeah.
Just two
That
random
happens.
people.
I think what I've realized is you guys in Australia, people don't appreciate me enough. I think Asia is where my calling is. Asians love me. Like
Now
they'll
you need
just see me.
like you need to move there, man. Because I
I
mean,
need to.
a friend to a basketballer player is a basketballer
You
player.
ain't know.
What happened?
I don't know. My internet got disconnected.
All right. So sorry, Manuel. I feel like we hijacked your favorite thing. You were talking about the nightclub being your favorite part of it. Okay.
I think I was already even
Ah,
done talking about it.
fantastic. For me, my favorite part was the sauna. So they have this. It's called, what's the name again? What's the name?
Kida, Kida,
Keda.
Kida.
Yes, exactly. Keda spa and
Yeah,
sauna. Now, when you hear spa and sauna, you just think, I just heater, normal sauna type vibe that you have in your gym. But no, 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 no. Thai people took it to the next level. This one is on steroids. They have like
Mm.
the ice bath, they have the sauna, then they have the rain room. That was just, it was completely unnecessary. It was
That
completely
red room was
unnecessary,
just, I
but
don't
it
know why
was
they did that,
vibes.
but
it's just to say we're doing this because we
Because we
can.
can, I swear. It's like those kind of people that have elevator in their house just because they can.
Yeah,
Completely unnecessary. But it's fantastic in a sense that it's a place where you just want to go every day. You don't, if they're selling memberships, I will get a membership there. Like
yeah.
you feel, you go, you heat up in the sauna, you come out, you work on your laptop. It's almost like your brain pores are opening, your brain
Mm.
cells are reactivated,
Mm.
and you see a lot of expats. That's where they go to work. So for me, that was the ideal place. I think it's a
crazy.
fantastic place to meet great people, to expand your
Yeah,
network.
top athletes, top experts, business owners. It's not a joke. I just really love the place. Apparently that was my first sauna, and it was a good experience for me,
But that's your first sauna
So
experience.
yeah, that
Oh,
was my first sauna
so
experience,
you lost
honestly.
your virginity with
I
me.
know.
Oh, it feels so
I mean, like, because
special.
I mean, when you said when you said to me, let's go do this, I'm like, I'm gonna jump on this straight away because I've been wanting to do that. But the places that have,
Can
yeah,
you
because the
imagine?
places like my gym, for example, they do have sauna, but I didn't really see because the atmosphere did not present itself like let me have this kind of activity here. But when I went there, it was good, very high spirit and very clean, neat, and you could tell the people that does go there, that these guys are high level, in the society. Like people like freaking Israel Adesanya, the fighter, boxers are going there. People of high class, high level.
we
You
need we
you
need to
want to
post the
be in that kind
video
of
so people can visualize what we're talking about.
place.
Because I feel like
I
it's
got you.
going to be hard to describe with words.
My next video is gonna be sauna. Say
Come
less.
on.
Yeah, now you tell me now. It's a journey. Give them bit by bit. Give them. Give
Yes,
them.
you start with the flights,
It's in a
then
journey.
you do Bangla
Mm,
Road, and then you now give them sauna. Then we'll do one
give
for
them.
the
Bangalore.
Give them the pool. Give them other activities.
no,
Yeah, but I think
no,
we were still going on.
Oh
Different
God.
favorite activities. I don't know who is
Yeah, we have
next.
10
all right,
minutes
you
left.
Praise, do yours, and then we'll jump into the topic for today, please.
I had so many favorite
Eh,
experiences. I think to me
Just
was
one.
just meeting. To me was just meeting someone like Zach, for example.
Mm,
Shout out to Zach, man. So
Top
sometimes
G.
we neglect the fact that people make places palatable, people make places fun. Zach is a man that had love for us, abandoned everything, left the wife at home, and he came to show us places. Not everybody does that. You know what I mean? Like that's a huge sacrifice. And sometimes we will eat and this guy will decide to pay for everybody. Bro, we are in your country. A lot of people that will have me in Nigeria, for example, will think I have top dollars in my pocket. They will expect me to pay
yes.
everything. But this guy will still pay. You know what I mean? Like that's a top G. You know what I mean? So to me, my experience was just meeting someone like Zach, meeting someone like MJ. Call MJ on the phone, it is done.
Done.
No Cherry Cambia.
Say less.
Call Zach on the phone, it is done. So shout out to these guys and shout out to Mr. Tick too. You know, Mr. Tick is if we had gone to Mr. Tick, if we had gone to Mr. Tick at 2 a.m., Mr. Tick will fix us hot plates. You know what I'm saying?
Please give
Regardless of how
background
much
on who
you
Mr. Tick is.
short background. So we stayed in a hotel. We refused to eat the hotel food. We wanted to have the local Thai experience. So I don't know how Adam and Ini and Ibanga discovered this guy on their first day. And Mr. Tick has been the chef that has been fixing us plates. So he fixes us plates. He fixes us breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever we want. Mr. Tick is fixing it. You know, Mr. Tick will go as far as fixing us something that's not even on his menu. Shout out to Mr. Tick. And Mr. Tick was so emotional when I left. He gave me a hug. I'm like, oh, like this kind of my son is leaving. You know what I mean? Like that daddy kind of hug. You know what I mean? Like he was
There was a bond
just
there.
he was
And to
available.
add to
You know,
that,
I love
to add to that, it's
I
not.
love the fact that you know we
Sorry,
Africans.
praise.
We,
I feel
I know.
like
Wait, I beg.
hold on, hold
Concluding
on. I'm
points.
adding to
Concluding.
your story. I'm adding to your story. Hold on.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
when you rush
Oh, Praise
past
agree.
Mr. Tick's environment, it's not just normal restaurant. This is somebody's backyard. He lives in the restaurant. So his house is in front. He just converted his backyard to where they put table and chair.
Sure
So
guy.
he's welcoming you to his house to eat his
He
food. So you
He
know
is
that
the
food is
cook.
cooked with
He is
love.
the cook. The wife and the son are the chefs.
Family business.
And he has a cooking class. Anyway, Adam, thank you for that. And I wanted to add that look, man, Mr. Tick believed us. You know, like it's different when Africans travel to a place and then they are perceived in some funny kind of for they are perceived funny here because of what they have been hearing about Nigerians, for example. But we were there, he knew we were Nigerians, and then we were right with him. So we had given him this kind of platform where he would be welcoming to other Africans. So because I don't think he would even have experiences with Africans. He probably would have experience with white Australians, you know, other nationals rather than Africans. Because I think that place that we stayed, Africans will want to stay in Patong. You know what I mean? But that place that we stayed with, like literally beach, and you know that it's just too white for us. You know, but we stayed there, gave him that experience, gave him the access. That was us creating something that will be very impactful in the future if he ever meets African people. So shout out to him and for him being very open and yeah.
Mr.
My
Tick.
experience was just meeting people that were like, I got you guys, let's go. Good people.
Top people. And I think this is a
Mm.
fantastic segue because we're already talking about food, which from the beginning of today was supposed to be our topic. Thai
Mm.
food versus Niger food. Now, I don't think we ate any rubbish meal our entire time there. We ate at different places, but all the meals were banging. Like
Mm.
literally, it was back to back hits. It was almost like Michael Jackson. Anywhere you go, hits. So, who wants to kick off the Thai food conversation?
Praise thinks
You
African
already
food,
know where I
Nigerian food is
stand.
better. So
I
let
mean,
him
like,
start.
shout out to Thai food, no disrespect. Good meal, you know, very fresh, freshly done. But again, I don't know for you guys, but to me, Nigerian food specifically, because I've not gone all over Africa to eat their food, but Nigerian food to me remain top food for me. I've been around, I've been to a few countries. Nigerian food still remains the best for me just because of how it is being prepared. Nigerian food is prepared with love. Nigerian food needs time. Nigerian food is like a relationship. You need to groom the relationship. You cannot just meet a girl today and be like, I want to marry you. No, you need to start by the actual
Nigerian food is
no, it's
suffer head.
process. It's
That's literally what I'm
process.
hearing.
Bro, for
Suffer
example,
head.
if you want to
Suffer
cook
head.
afang, for example, now, right? You need to take your time. You know, separate the afang from the water leaf, separate periwinkle from stockfish, separate fish. Like it's
And
just
that
too
sounds
many
like
things up, and
enjoyment.
it's stages. No, it's time. Anything that is good, anything that is worth doing well needs time. You cannot just fix something in 5 minutes and you call that, bro. If you're in a relationship, you need to groom that relationship with time. So everything is about time. So to me, Nigerian food takes time and it comes out very, very good and great. For example, if you want to make a time so for example, you cannot just put ordinary palm oil. You need to you need to get the fresh palm front. You need to sorry, the fresh palm fruit. You need to blend it, you need to squeeze it out, you need to do
Separate
other
side
stuff.
chick from
Hey,
girlfriend.
so it's time. It's time. Thai food is just too easy to make, too quick to make. It still comes out good, but let's forget that. Let's not forget that Thai is big on rice. That's their actual delicacy. All their food, rice and noodles. That's the only thing they've got to me.
Every
Rice,
country
noodles.
has
It's either
rice.
it is
So
rice or noodles. But for Nigeria, for example, bro, we have rice. Rice is still part of our menu. We have pounded yam. We have gari. We have semo. We have different kind of soups. We
Praise, can
have
I ask one question?
yams.
I'm not. I
There's
just want to
so
ask a
much. We
question,
have
then you
ishewu.
answer.
Thai don't even have pepper soup.
what do you mean? That
They
Praise,
don't
anyway.
can I
get
ask you a
small
question?
chops. Don't play with small chops.
The,
It's
How
small
many
chops they just
things
use.
did you
They don't
try?
get small chop. They don't get small chop. Baba, you get choo choo. You go to a restaurant before they even tell you what you want, before they give you menu, they don't give you small chop choo choo. Inside that small chop, you have giblets. Inside that small chop, you have ishewu. Don't disrespect
praise,
Nigerian food, bro. Don't even go
praise,
there,
praise. Quick question: jollof rice and pineapple fried
bro.
rice. Which one is
Thai
better?
pineapple
Shout out,
fried rice.
Just be
shout
very,
out to
very honest.
shout out
Be
to
very
jollof
honest.
rice, man. No disrespect, but you see that pineapple fried rice, next level. That pineapple fried rice, next level. Because inside that pineapple fried rice, you have your prawns. You know, I'm big on protein, right? You have your prawns, you have your eggs, you have your meat, you have your fish. Guy, you have pineapple. No, next level. Jollof rice is just rice and so many
So the reason I
tomatoes and
mentioned
something else
jollof
on the
rice is
side.
because that is our biggest thing that everybody knows about, and it doesn't even compare to just that pineapple fried rice, the most basic food there.
But that's the
It
only
doesn't
thing
even
now.
compare to
Aside
it.
from if you want to compare pineapple fried rice and jollof rice, how about other meals? There's nothing else. There's
Okay,
there's nothing else.
egusi soup. That is one of the most popular foods in Nigeria. Surprisingly, most Nigerians don't even like it. I don't like it. I know heaps of
Do you
people that don't even
think
like it.
every Thai person will like pineapple fried rice?
No. I think
Yes.
a
Nah.
better way to have this conversation will be to judge it based on metrics, right? Where we can score both sides of the table. Now, for me now, why I would say Thai food over Niger food is based on different factors. So one, taste comes into play when you're talking about food, presentation, and then the palatability for everybody. Now, you want your food to appeal to a wider group of people. In my experience, Niger food is mostly acquired taste. It's not many foreigners will not be able to understand or enjoy Nigerian food, and you have to tweak it. It has to be like a fusion for them to like it. If you go to like in Australia now, some of the Nigerian restaurants, you as a Nigerian person, you go and eat there, you're like, what is this? This is not real Nigerian food.
And
But
because you
they've had to
know,
tweak it. They've had to tweak it so that other people can enjoy it. Typical Nigerian food has a lot of oil.
Why are Nigerian restaurants not thriving?
Good point. If the food was that
If
good,
the
there will
food
be
is
demand.
that good, why?
because a lot of people don't.
But we have Chinese restaurants in
So
Nigeria. Till today, they're still open.
It takes time to do that.
And Nigerians are going there to eat.
that's true.
Give me a break, brother. Like, forget that shit you're
I
saying.
feel like that's just case closed.
but I mean, Little Lagos is in Australia. You still have Australians, Chinese, whatever, still going there to eat. What are you on about? Nigerians, we like all these foreign thingy. There's nothing that you open in Nigeria that is not Nigerian. They will say Petrona because to them is class.
No,
Pizza
we're
to
not
us,
shitting on
no,
Niger
pizza,
food though.
no,
No,
chill. Pizza to
no,
us in Australia is just
no.
like, one of those meals that you get when you don't feel like nothing. Pizza in Nigeria is like a proper death center. You need to take your girlfriend there. Cold Stone ice cream, pizza, Domino's pizza. These are like proper. In short, in Nigeria, it probably would be
No, but that's poor people's food
in
now.
Nigeria. Are
Still.
you kidding me? No,
Yes, now.
no,
I'm
it's
serious
not.
now. No, the people eating it think they have money, but in reality, it gets to that point where you want to eat in Jevinik instead, or you want to eat in the Chinese
People say
restaurant. Again, you cannot still compare the price of
people
pizza in
engage chill
Nigeria
now.
to
People
all
are
those
engaging
restaurants
their girl
now.
people
If
are
you still check
engaging
it,
their girlfriend in freaking Domino's. And you are calling
No,
that poor
now
people?
come
people,
off it. Come
Are you
off
kidding me? So
it.
KFC,
Get
so KFC,
come
for
off
example,
it.
KFC, Chicken Republic, all those kind of places here in Australia, we don't. we go to KFC just because we feel like there's no. We just feel like KFC in Nigeria. These are like big restaurants. You cannot just mess around. Fast food in Nigeria, like KFC, Chicken Republic, McDonald's. These are like top restaurants in Nigeria, and then
They're not.
it's
They're just
been a while you
expensive.
go to. It's
No,
been a while you've been to Nigeria anyway,
I
so.
It
was
doesn't
in
make them
Nigeria
top
in maybe
restaurants.
2023. I go Nigeria. Yes, 2 years ago. So at least what I'm saying is not that outdated. Those are, if anybody's in the comment section that has a different opinion, please let us know. But I don't feel like
Because it's you. You know what I mean? But the locals cannot even afford this food. They don't sell cheap food there. Do you know how much
But
is one chicken lap? Mm?
but yeah, praise. My
Okay,
point is
see, look
that
at
it's inflation that has made those
check
things
the comment
expensive,
section, for example. Now,
and as they've become,
just read the comment
then they
section.
propose for Domino's.
no, yes, maybe one person proposed in Domino's and it trended. It's not like a lot of people are going to Domino's to propose.
People with class, people that travel, they know how Domino's is in the West. But in Nigeria,
How do I put this thing now? Let's use
Cold Stone ice cream, when it arrived in
Really?
Nigeria, it was a tsunami. It was a big deal. Cold Stone
yes,
in
I agree
Uyo,
with that one.
for example, people are going there for proper dates. Bro, when
But praise, who are the people going there?
last
It's
did you
kids
go
now.
on a date in a
It's
movie?
kids that are
No,
going
who
there.
told this?
Emmanuel, maybe we're out of touch,
Oh,
because
no.
maybe we're out of
I like
touch.
a
Apparently,
big
go
deal, man. Like, how much do you think
They're going out.
how
But
much do
this
you
guy
think
said a big deal.
pizza is? Is that carton? What do they call that? You know, like a box of pizza
Box.
is. You're talking about 10,000-15,000. I don't even think you can even see 5,000.
No,
So
I don't know
10,000-15,000
again.
for a box of pizza. How much is a plate of food in a Kauro or Iyabasira? You know what I mean? You need to check and balance. You need to check and balance.
Say that
A
you
Kauro or
count.
Iyabasira.
My guy, switch off.
all right,
These
can
are
we round up?
big
I think
deal.
we're past 10 o'clock. We'll continue this gist.
So we don't talk about Burna Boy like this.
Hey, okay, all right, we have to. Praise. This is your segment. That's why Praise type and Ghana. Praise has been waiting for this for the last 2 weeks. They've released
Say no
songs, they've
5K
done
pizzas
movie,
again.
they've written books about it. Praise
That's my
because
sister,
of
man.
their
Shout out to
daddy.
her boss. Shout out to my friend Kemi.
No
Kim
5K pizza
Butsa, shout
again.
out to you. Correct guys, man. Thank you for always, being busy in the freaking comments. Bro, Burna Boy and and the Lambo baby.
I beg, because of time, we need to keep it punchy, please.
Oh, so
Or maybe
No,
we
we have
just do
to
it next
do
week.
it now, but we'll just keep it punchy.
yeah, no, we know if we carry that this going. Apparently, a voice note was just making rounds in Nigeria. There was a particular lady came out, on the phone with her cousin, talking about how Burna Boy wanted to get her. She wasn't not really interested because to her she doesn't really she doesn't like rolling with artists. She's got her own thing going on, and for some reason she got persuaded. By her best friend at the time. Someone else that owns a particular club is calling her. Burna Boy wants to chill with you. She just, okay, reluctantly, let me just go and chill with Burna Boy. Reluctantly, someone like thousands of people are queuing up to see. This girl is reluctantly, let me just go and chill with him. When Burna Boy is just being busy, having her by the side like a trophy girlfriend, wanting to play some kind of game. She's like, no, take it easy. No, you relax. Burna Boy wanted to go home with her that night. She's like, nope, not tonight. She went home. Burna Boy is calling her, texting her. She is silencing. She's swiping off Burna Boy's call. Who's this guy? You know what I mean? So she switched off her phone. Burna Boy got upset, blocked her. Blah, 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 blah. So many other things happened. Her friend is calling her. Why are you treating Burna Boy like this? This is Burna Boy. Come on.
Did you remove him?
The gods have spoken. The gods have spoken. I know him.
Anyways, do you know what was happening? Have you followed the gist at all?
I followed the gist partially, and yeah, he's on track. But I think the
Funny
gods are not happy with this
enough,
gist.
I didn't even know all these things that Praise was adding to it. The only part I know is literally what I put there. He did not buy her Lambo. And then she was angry. Ah, ah.
Oh, he's back.
What's
Praise, be
happen?
careful. Oh. If the
Burna
gods
Boy
are
is
not
still
happy with you.
continue,
Oh well.
continue. The gist been the
Oh,
Ah,
flow.
God.
Come on.
what's happen? What remove me?
Make Una do up
No, it's
next
now or
week.
never. Next
No,
week,
no, no,
new gist
it's
go
now
come
or never.
out.
Next week, just plenty for Nigeria. And so people are sleeping on this just now. Now it's Babi and Natasha. Anyway, let's keep moving. Anyway,
Yeah, that one is more
oh
crazy now,
my
Seth.
goodness. And that's
Hey,
anyway.
I
Let's
beg,
leave
let's stick to Burna Boy.
Namaga that. Anyway, so um I think I stopped at where okay, I don't know what happened. But
Why are you
Boy got
doing Burna Boy
upset. I
like
think
this?
But Boy blocked her, blah 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 blah. She was spoken to by her friends and other people, something lead to something, they got
Sorry,
to
Praise.
chill
At this
again.
point, they had not met, right?
No, they have met the first time now. Burna Boy
Okay,
wanted, according
In the
to the
club.
news, allegedly,
okay.
according to the voice notes, allegedly. So this is not me. This
She's not lying. They
eh.
met. They met in a
So
club.
they
It's
met
not a
the
lie.
first time in the club. She said Burna Boy wanted to take her home. She said, "Nope, I'm not going." She went to her own house. Burna Boy is now calling her. Burna Boy even wanted to send his driver to pick her up. She said no. So she switched off her phone. Burna Boy felt some type of way. I think Burna Boy blocked her, and she was spoken to. Why are you treating Burna Boy like this? Blah 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 blah. And then something happened. They got to meet again. The second time, she did not follow Burna Boy home. The second time, it was now the third time where Burna Boy now heard that look, this girl wants to buy a car. She wanted to buy a Lambo of $500 million. Burna Boy now say,
Naira.
no,
Naira.
500 million naira.
Naira. Naira.
Because of car where you want buy now, they do like if you tell me say you want buy car now, the girl say, Omo, I want buy car. Burna Boy say, no worry, I got you. I go buy you the Lambo. She say, okay, no, wham. Followed Burna Boy home this time around as Burna Boy tell him for the voice note to allegedly say, no, while I got you, I've got you the guy.
Praise, how did that
I
voice note leak?
don't know, man. Honestly, that's something I
Okay,
cannot answer.
continue. Because that's the
Yeah,
weird part, right? It's like they recorded
bro,
it and
like
put it out there on
you
purpose.
cannot. I don't know how Nigerians behave these days. Like you cannot just talk to a Nigerian on the phone.
It's not a Nigerian
But it's
thing.
her cousin. It's her
It's
cousin
girls.
now.
Now between
Ah,
them,
but
them.
why are you
Yeah,
recording? Why are you recording your
exactly.
friend? Like if you call me, for example, now why should I
I
even
thought it
think
was
of
a
recording
voice
you?
note. I thought it was a
No,
voice note she
it was
sent.
a
No, they were
call,
talking on the
like
phone
a
back and
Oh,
forth.
call.
it's a
Yeah,
recorded
Yeah.
call.
So how did it
no.
leak?
Like why
Yeah.
are you even taping
And
someone?
the
Oh,
person she's talking to is
Her
like
cousin.
somebody very
oh.
close to her.
You know?
I thought it was
And
voice note.
then
No, it wasn't.
and based on the phone call, she's making it clear that she's a very private person. She's not putting herself out
Definitely.
there.
No,
So and then the person is recording it.
Adam. I mean, Adam knows a lot of people. A lot of celeb, and I'm sure Adam doesn't know this girl. You know what I mean? I don't even know the girl. If it wasn't for
But
Burna
praise,
Boy, I probably wouldn't have known
praise.
her. So she's private like that.
Just to add to what you're saying, the guy that bought the Lambo for the babe apparently is Wizkid's godfather. Then the person that delivered the Lambo is
Whiskey,
Wizkid's
yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah.
manager or
Because
something.
the guy that they call Femi. Mm.
And then Burna Boy is also part of the clique. Like the guy
See.
knows all of them.
Anyway,
So it's a situation of why did you do our babe like this?
that was what I was telling you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna come to that part. So now, Burna Boy don't promise this girl Lambo now. Burna Boy don't carry the girl go house, go knock. Oh yeah, the girl now don't go reach house. Baba Fana, where's my Lambo? Burna Boy from I know the hear English.
That's tough.
English is not my first language.
No, he say, what are you talking about?
I
I
don't
know
speak
the
English
I
very
know the hear
goodly.
English. So the guy that don't para now, the guy don't para. Call her best friend. Call Burna Boy best friend money. Call people. Why Burna Boy dey do like this? Baba promised me car now. Why Burna Boy come the form? I never see you. Burna Boy number no dey go again. Burna Boy block the girl. You know what I mean? The girl para.
Second
African
time.
giant, they behave like African princess. What's going on? you know?
Oluwa
So
Bola.
I don't know what happened. She jump on the call with her cousin, rant. Bro, before we know, voice note enter social media. People are writing book. People are doing podcasts. People are acting movie. Guess what Burna Boy did? Burna Boy just do freestyle for Kenya. I know by Lambo. Is that why you are shy?
Krombe.
No do, no do. No do, no do. I know my Lambo. Now, people are like, Bona, come on, man. Not be you, the African giants. Why they do this girl like this? Even I saw everybody they treat babe for Nigeria. Girls no go they rent house for Ikoyi now. Girls no go they buy houses for Lekki. If everybody they knock girl based on promise, conform and know they hear English. No be so if for the be. But now you're bigger than this. Even if okay, even if you don't buy the girl Lambo, oh yeah now, even add money, give the girl. Apparently, word on the streets, people were not happy. A few men were happy because Burna Boy now don't come do waiting. Ordinarily, Lagos boys know they run. You know what I mean? You don't come Hakimi. You know that player Hakim that year, huh?
Gimme.
Burna Boy,
He's
Hakimi
done
now
some
don't
Kanye
come. You
West kind
know,
of
Burna
shit,
Boy don't
man.
come resurrect. So, brother, who were proud of Burna Boy, but the sisters were not. Come on, man, you cannot treat this girl like this. So that was it. But at the end of the day, the girl now went and bought a Lambo. Her caption was, "As you know, buy Lambo, give me. I don't buy them." You know,
Really?
something like that. Yeah, I don't buy. She went and bought Lambo, and then when she bought the Lambo, she wore a watch, AP. That AP is what?
Correction, they bought the
How do you
Lambo
know?
for her.
She bought it with her money.
Uh-uh. They gifted her the
Are
Oh,
you there?
Lambo
You
okay.
now.
there?
Yes, now.
We know. We don't
Ah,
know. Allegedly, we see how we
wait.
Lambo.
Are you not following the rest of the
No,
story on
funny enough,
Twitter?
all I know is because I follow Burna Boy. So
Uh-uh.
Mm.
No.
okay.
But
The
chill now,
person that
chill,
gifted
chill.
her the
But the person
Lambo
that gifted her
is
the lamb, the
the
person that
same.
gifted her the
Yeah.
Lambo, you know, has the
Mm-hmm.
person come out to say, "I gave this guy the Lambo," or people are just running with different narrative because we are not, we don't know who give her Lambo. I know
So
the guy
there's
where drive the Lambo, the guy where they always there with Wiz, you know, Femi Naim be the name.
there's an investigative
Cho cho
journalist that
cho
uncovered the rest
cho
of the
cho
story.
I
cho,
beg,
my
tell
guy,
us.
cho
Tell us.
cho cho.
He has uncovered the rest of the story. He said, I will find the identity of the
Mm.
person that bought this car for Burna Boy. And when I find him, I will post it on he'll post it on his Twitter. And he eventually found the guy. The guy's not even old. I thought he would be one old guy that owns an oil well or something. The guy's like in his 40s. Clean guy, fresh guy. And the guy knows all of them. Burna Boy, Whiskey,
Mm.
the girl, and then the guy that delivered the car.
Mm.
He knows all of them. He's the one that bought the car. And the car even looks it's
It
second
is
hand,
like
right?
I think
Not
almost
even brand
like
new.
200 and something case on it.
Eh,
But
She built
Sharon,
her
don't
better
call
house
you
in
out.
Ikoyi, Sea View.
I be
Story. That you did the house for her. What does she do?
Lambo
What does she do? Sharon, what does the
Shemsha.
girl do? What does she do to buy the car? You
She's
say
a
her former car is a
model.
Bentley. What are we
She's a
talking about here?
supermodel.
Model. We know what model is now.
No,
Model
no,
is
we're not here
Oppo.
to
No,
judge
allegedly. No,
you.
don't say that to.
Uh,
Don't say that to. No, 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 no. See, before this
Mm-hmm.
time, I've been to that girl's page. She they go NBA games. She done for front row. She is balling with Wish. She's balling with all these top. Bro, she is practically Kim Kardashian kind of, but in a Nigerian way. You know what I mean? Like,
Praise,
huh?
praise, praise, praise. Somebody on the phone asking Burna Boy to buy her Lambo so he can fuck her. Eh? You're not telling me that. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. We know how you're making your money at this point now. Why are we trying to say that you're modeling? Modeling comes in different forms. So if it's that kind of modeling, then I mean,
No, I
it
know
is what it is. But
at the end of the day, we cannot really investigate how
yeah,
anybody got their wealth. You know what I mean?
praise. There's a voice call. She's
I
getting
know, I
angry
get it,
that, like,
but
yeah,
what
what are we
if that
talking
voice
about?
call no leak? If that voice call no been leak, you know, with all
no, but
Okay, but it has
can we
leaked
go
now,
back to
and we know
Burna Boy
now.
for a sec, right? Because I don't
mm,
want us to judge the girl. Anyhow, you
no,
take get your Lambo, you don't get
it
the
no
Lambo.
concern
It
anybody.
But
That's
doesn't
what I'm
Burna
concern
saying.
us.
Boy now,
Mm,
me, I like that he did not buy the Lambo. And I know many people. First of all, there's two sides to it. There's two sides to it. One, be a man, say what you mean and mean what you say. However, if it be say the knack no pure, so if the knack pure, you will want to have it again. So you will buy the Lambo, or you will show her a picture of the Lambo and then make it belong to you. You can't run her maybe a few times before you finally drop the Lambo. So I feel like he did not enjoy. This is my own assumption, though, because I don't think it's that he cannot afford it.
I think it's post not clarity that he had. That's what happened. It's like all this for Lambo.
If
Like, no, 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 no,
I'm
no. It no
speaking
work out.
honestly,
Dude, it's 500 million naira. Why would Bonner Boy? He doesn't have
he's
500
not
million
throwing
to
away
throw away.
his
He
investments.
is. No, it's not investment. You don't invest in pussy. No, 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 no. You don't. It's not an investment because it's diminishing. There's
Now you
no.
talk,
The value is not going up. It's going down.
Nigga.
It's not going up. So
Uh,
there's no
bro,
return on the
let me tell
investment.
you,
That's what
let me
I'm
tell you,
saying.
you cannot put, you can,
Bonner Boy is not rich enough to
I
in a
throw
way,
disagree with
500
you.
in
million
it,
Stop,
I
stop,
naira
disagree, I
stop,
at somebody
completely,
stop.
no,
because of
wait
last.
now,
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so.
let me say
Mm-hmm.
something. In your life like this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to believe that you have spent $1,000 on a girl.
Easily,
Wait, easily.
easily.
Okay.
Yes.
$1,000
Mm-hmm.
is #1,000,000 naira. Imagine somebody
Who is
knowing that you've
500
spent a
times richer
million.
than you?
Yes, yes. Imagine somebody just knowing that you spent $1,000,000 naira on a girl. The person will be like, "What? What's wrong with men? What's wrong with men?" You know what I'm saying? Every girl gets their value. Every girl get their, and they
Wait.
put their tax. Wait,
So
chill, chill, chill.
five.
They put their tax on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? As me and you, they speak
Mm-hmm.
like this. You get men will never even hold girl hand. They don't buy houses, give them for Ikoyi. And they come, no,
I'm
and they
not
come,
arguing
and they
about
come.
it, praise.
So what I'm saying is, Burna Boy don't look himself in it. Burna Boy don't size himself up. No say in rich. Again, we know hear from Burna Boy,
Yes.
so we have not heard from Burna Boy. The only
We
thing
heard
we
he
don't hear from
did a
Burna Boy,
song. He
na
don't talk
song.
his
You
own
just,
part.
What do you want to
sing
hear
song. You
again?
just sing song, but you just sing song, but I'm saying that, look, man, if you ever promise anybody something, you can't be girl, you can't knock, come get sense after you don't come, you are not a G. I don't care what anybody say. I
Okay.
don't care how people are saying it, but I'm saying there are ways to go about this thing.
So
If
praise.
you
Do you remember when I told you that the conversation? I don't think he would have literally said, "I'll give you a
But he
Lambo."
said that was
These
what the girl said
conversations
that he said.
are not set. No, that's what she said. Is that what Bonner Boy told you? He
But
said.
Bonaba said, "I don't buy you Lambo now." Is that why you
She
are
said. She
shouting?
said. She said. This whole thing. Wait. This whole thing is. She said. She said. We've not heard
What do you
anything that
mean?
Bonner Boy said
Burna
except
Boy
she
has
said.
said
She
his
said.
part.
She
Bonaba
said.
I
Boy
know by
said it
Lambo.
now.
For you to
No,
say that
but
I know by
means there was a
Lambo.
promise of Lambo.
no, but
Mm.
it's possible that he's just going with the narrative and making a
Bro, you
joke
don't
out
know
of it.
Bonaba Boy. Bonaba Boy go
Now,
punch your throat if
praise.
you talk it. If you talk anything
But
where
praise.
it no talk.
Praise.
Yeah.
Back
Mm.
to what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying that Bonner Boy cannot afford 500 million. I'm not saying he can't. What I'm saying is that if Dangote should take out 500 million naira today and do whatever, buy a girl a house without even meeting the girl and all that, 10 years from now or 20 years from now, Dangote will not look back and say, "Oh, I wasted that money. I should have done something else with it." Because the wealth he has built is enough to not go broke. Bonner Boy can actually go broke. He can become poor tomorrow from just one mistake. So I'm saying that he's not that rich to throw away 500 M because he's to sleep with
Now,
someone
I
who
feel
will
like, yeah,
sleep with the next guy
my point,
and the
sorry,
next guy
Emmanuel. Emmanuel
and
and
the next
Praise, I want,
guy.
I want to pose this
Yeah,
question to you guys. There are some girls that you interact or you mingle with, and you are willing to risk it all.
exactly. Sharon has said it all.
You
it's
are willing to
manager.
risk it all for them, right?
Mm.
I personally feel like this girl did not have what it takes for you to want to risk it all for them. So if you are
You know
choosing
why?
the
You know why she doesn't have what it takes?
Please, let's highlight this. Bonner Boy bought Colin, to what's her name? London, whatever.
Steph London,
What I mean, Steve London. So,
His girlfriend.
how much
It's not
wait now?
girlfriend.
You buy
Is
car,
it
you
not
give girlfriend.
girlfriend? What is this
That's
guy
still
talking
woman
about?
now. So you are saying Bonner Boy doesn't have 500
No, yeah,
million.
you
Bonner
see
Boy
the
doesn't have
problem
500
now,
million
but you
to
see
buy
the
a car.
problem. We're mixing two things. We've normalized prostitution now. We're mixing it girlfriend and prostitute to get in the same sentence now, saying it's the same thing. It's not the same thing now,
No,
praise. It's not the
I'm just saying
same.
that
no,
They're not on
Emmanuel,
the same level. That
Bonner
was
Boy
Burna
prostitution
has
is
Boy's
money.
different.
girlfriend.
This is transactional
Uh,
relationship. We've had the
it's
conversation. No,
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 no.
no. It's
Prostitution is
I
prostitution.
different.
don't
You get
understand
price where they could drop
any
for you now.
If I'm sleeping with you for
in
something,
You
then what
get
are we
price where
talking
they could
about?
drop, Emmanuel.
in
You will spread. you you go
you go
spread.
to spread.
Yeah, but you're not a
So
prostitute.
everybody has a price,
Exactly.
right? No, it makes if there's a price, if somebody's going to pay me to have sex with them, if they can afford that price to make me
I'm
do that, then
curious,
I
how
become a
much is
prostitute
that?
from that day. I don't know.
No, no, no. Out of curiosity.
I don't know. But if somebody is going to can afford to pay you to sleep with them or sleep with you, then
But
you
Ini,
become
do
a
you,
prostitute.
Ini,
That's
do you
just what
agree?
it is.
Do you agree
And
that
if
do you
so,
agree
we
that you
don't
are
want to
working?
twist the
Do
meaning
you
of
agree that you are
prostitution.
working? You are a working price tag. Someone has not just priced you.
So praise, I'm not claiming
Mm.
holier than thou. I'm not judging her.
But you
I'm just saying
are.
it as it is.
But you
No,
are.
I don't care. I'm not judging. How am I
You've
judging her?
put her
I'm
in a
just saying
bucket.
that
You've called her
Bonner
a
Boy,
prostitute. I'll give you an
no,
example. I'll give you
it's
an
not a
example.
bucket. Adams, no,
Let me
let
say
me
something
clarify
for
something,
you, and
please.
I'll let you go. The reason
Okay, okay.
Adamu wants correct now for sure. Now just say I don't get money. If I had 500 million, since Emmanuel for don't spread, take, take, and I could run her back to back.
Before you go collect balance, eh?
Oh my God.
You know go
Anyway,
Ah,
what else? I don't lose. I swear, like my brain. I was
Okay,
going to
Adam, make
say
us
something.
talk. Make I
No, no,
help you
Emmanuel.
before you
I
gather your
interrupted
thoughts.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go ahead, and then I'll remember what I was going to
okay,
say.
so what I'm trying to say is this, right? Like, I have no problem with somebody being a prostitute or doing whatever I want to do with your life. It's none of my
Ah,
business.
sorry, I remember what I
But,
wanted to say now.
but,
I'm sorry. I'm
but,
sorry.
but,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
talk.
Hope you won't forget.
No, I
Okay,
won't forget.
what I wanted to say is people force people into boxes, right? Now you've already said
Mm-hmm,
prostitute. You're forcing her into a box, even though it's just one
mm-hmm,
transaction she's doing. We don't. Let's forget her history. We don't know about it. It's the same way somebody will see you post on Instagram and they'll be like, "You're an influencer." But not everybody
mm-hmm,
that posts about brands is an influencer. Some people are people of influence, some are influencers. So she now
mm-hmm,
might be a person of influence. Continue what you want to say. I just wanted
mm.
to create that
Before
distinction.
Okay,
Any, I beg.
so,
Before
no, let me
you
just
continue,
answer Adam first
I
now.
just wanted to say that look back.
You don't want me to
Burna
talk.
Boy, na him
Okay.
go for this girl.
Mm.
Burna Boy, na him go for this girl. Again, na him Burna Boy go for this girl. Burna Boy has been wanting. Burna Boy don't send like 3 people.
Okay,
Wait
praise.
now, Burna Boy knew who this girl is. Burna Boy go don hear talk.
So who is she?
Burna Boy no been one date
Who is
her.
she?
We
Who is
all
she?
knew how Burna. Wait,
No,
chill
tell us who
now.
she is.
We know there for industry. Gist they fly around for nah. Adam na industry boy. Adam go
Stop
down the
calling
year
Adam.
gist.
No, no. I'm a white collar office
I
worker,
beg.
please.
Matthew.
So praise, Adams. So you said that it was a transaction, right? So of have you heard somebody say I prostituted myself for a period of time and
Yes.
then I stopped? So it's the same thing, right? At that point in time, right? That's what she was doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's not my business, but that's what it is. There's nothing wrong with calling it exactly what it is. Now, praise you saying that oh, Burna Boy, he lied to the baby. Yes, Burna Boy is also wrong. I'm not saying he's not wrong, but at the same time, I said he had post not clarity and said, hold on, I can't give this babe 500 for this. Like no matter how good it was, his head has cleared. Every guy's head clears at that point, whether we like it or not. And if it's something Burna Boy could afford, I guarantee you he would have given the babe. He cannot
No,
afford it. That's
that's
why
where I
he did not do
disagree
it.
with you.
They tell you it no fit afford them.
I personally feel like she didn't do enough for him to want to fulfill his promise. Guy,
How many enough?
if you if you've been handled before, it gets like post not clarity. They only happen when it no sweet. You get the kind one.
Yeah,
I
they
swear,
lie.
if it's sweet enough, you will be chasing that thing.
Ah.
You will want it.
So now, ne, now, ne, I
I
think
don't think
that.
she was a trophy like that because if she was a trophy, Burna Boy
So
would do anything to keep her. It's just like that girl that Burna Boy flew from US. She's a singer. She's signed to a good record
yeah,
label. Wait
Adams
now.
is
Wait,
right. Adams, you're right. Actually,
Ini.
yes. If it was good, whatever will pay. You will
That's
be
what I
chasing
mean.
it now,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Don't worry, friend. It's
What
true.
I'm saying is that right. You go for what has value. You know what I mean?
Sharon has said it all. She don't like her like
Guy,
one
the
lamb.
girls they go handle you. Emmanuel will go and look for Lambo
Yeah,
money. Wallahi.
that's true.
He
I
will
agree
sell
now.
his father's
I'm
Lambo.
just thinking of something, and I'm like, actually, that's very true.
Like men
God,
are wired
fuck.
very differently, right? Like now men be the hunters, right? You want to hunt and then you want to have, you want to keep. But boy don't hunt. Maybe probably did not like the fact that okay, I don't want to keep her. you can go. But when Burna Boy brought that girl from US, we all saw what Burna Boy did on social media. Burna Boy like was literally in love. So with that kind of girl, Burna Boy will be more than happy.
But that's
What I mean,
different
Burna
now.
Boy will be more than happy
That's
to buy that
different.
kind of a girl 2 Lambos because Burna Boy know this is me keeping her. But if Burna Boy can't know say if I buy you Lambo tomorrow now one small boy will come drive this Lambo, carry you come out. What's the point of buying you Lambo? So there was no value at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's all about value. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still go back to this what Adam said. If it was good, Burna Boy would not even bring that girl from Lagos. From wherever he brought her, he would not even bring down herself. He would have bought the Lambo, and this girl will be treating him like shit. And we won't block him, he'll be
It's
chasing her.
not
I
even
swear.
good. My
That
own
is
is
the thing.
value.
It was not good. She no knock like who won Lambo. She was knocking as if she has class.
Um,
Oh,
So I
God.
think we've gotten to the bottom of
On.
it. We've we should be investigative journalists. Who's hiring? Yeah, daddy.
um,
Tap out your
see,
nice
Sharon,
face.
man.
Come out.
Sharon, what do you want?
God.
Better monkey shadow. Snake in the monkey shadow.
No,
No, because truly, right?
You
Let's
go
be real.
give us
There's
better
sometimes,
monkey
right, as a
shadow.
guy, man, you meet a babe and you're like, fuck, I can't disappoint. You will pull all the stops. You go remember all the things where you don't watch. You can't they try you can't they try different things, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, and and then you be like, I need to leave an impression. Anywho, thankfully, me and Praise were married men, so we don't have that kind of pressure anymore.
can't relate.
We can't relate.
That, this guy said
Yeah.
na Camry knocking.
You knock Toyota, you want collect
Did not
Lambo.
try to
I
impress
can't
Burna
relate.
Boy.
But it's just very funny
Omo.
because, bro, the street is wild, man. You just have to be smart. If not, you go for Mugu. And guess what? Mugus are becoming gurus now because Mugu go always want chop another Mugu. Yeah.
All right,
And that's
people
the
of God.
topic. That's the topic
But
for another day. Oh God, Mugu the wise.
but wait, so Burna Boy knock you don't pay.
Hmm.
He has broken all the rules.
Yeah. But anyway, Sha,
Omo.
Dapa, we'll go meet tonight again next week. Thank you for sticking around and yeah.
All these people like Jesus. To see the way they activate when they hear Bonham, how good is good.
See Toby. Toby
Spoiled
now don't come.
children.
Toby now don't come online. Toby from UK don't align. Sharon don't plaster. You know one go. Came in don't plaster. My sister just did. Person where get project to write. You know, don't plaster. They find gist.
You can write
Yeah.
Lambo for the project.
Oh my God.
If na investment we talk now only 3 of us go to do.
I swear. Next thing we're talking about investment.
Come
All
on,
of us on
guys.
Japa must be figure out how to make 500 million. We guys buy Lambo, their
Bro.
father.
To me,
Lambo.
we'll be happy to drive a Lambo, but she doesn't really care about cars like that. If I buy a Lambo, said I buy a Lambo, I buy them for myself. Just put her name there. Oh,
All right, now, guys.
Love you,
Good night.
boys.
love you too, man.